Oh man, go ahead and read this headline. You read it? Good. Yes, the propaganda department of the Israeli government, which the fact that they even have a propaganda department should tell you everything you need to know, is not paying influencers that were promised to be paid for spreading lies on social media to benefit Israel. And now these influencers are suing the Israeli government for not paying them for their services. And some of these funds that they're not getting paid are not just posts on social media, like that $7,000 they give per post. The Israeli government asked influencers to fly out to The Hague to counter pro-Palestinian protests because there were not enough protesters for Israel. And then the Israeli government promised them that they would expense their payment. It would be an all expenses paid trip after the influencers paid for it themselves. So these pro-Israel protesters actually flew out to The Hague in hopes that the Israeli government would expense their entire trip. And when they came back, they got nothing. So not only were they unsuccessful at counter-protesting the protests at The Hague, considering they completely were outnumbered, but they came back and they essentially had to pay all of that out of pocket. And guess who one of these influencers is? This cockroach and former official Israeli government spokesperson who was fired for being piss poor at his job, Elan Levy. I could not have written a better story, even if I tried. So in summary, the Zionist Jewish supremacist government of the most pathologically lying entity to ever exist cheated their own people by being too cheap to pay them after they lied for them. I mean, do I even have to say that the jokes write themselves at this point? Watching these parasites cannibalize each other, bringing upon their own self-inflicted ridicule and subsequent ostracization into full-on pariahhood leading to their own destruction, is the most beautiful thing I have ever witnessed, second to the birth of my children.